And my buddy pieced this one back together. Like it was, we run an LS, OCD performance built in Steve Atkins. Pieced it all back together.
Roller? Yep, we bought it as a roller, took the motor out of the car we crashed and the tranny.
And then the guys at Bipolar had this chassis sitting up there, which is like a double frame rail. And Mark Mauser, who owns Chicken Head, was sitting in the garage and one day was like, you should name that LL Spool J. And we've never, like, that was it from that moment on, so.
The name of the car is LL Spool J.
Like I said, Bipolar helped, Bobby built, second type, stone debulb, slot, turn and burn, affordable doors. Obviously Jeff Thomas at TRS is, so stripper glitter, Fuel Tech and Garrett Chastain. And I love Karma. Like, that's why we try to do so much for anyone or try to help anyone out we can, is we believe that that's how we make it. You know, it comes back to us. So
Of course.
What is up, everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, man, we got a special guest. His name is Jasper Graham, and we caught up with him at War in the Woods last fall. We got a little chance to talk to him. He's got a nice fox body that they call, as a matter of fact, let him tell the story.
All right, guys, I'm here with Jasper Graham, man, and his fox body Mustang. How you doing today, my brother?
amazing as always.
Jasper, what can you tell me about the car?
We ended up getting it off Bipolar. We wrecked a car here two years ago, I think. And we ended up putting like a quick Mustang together to finish the year. And then the guys at Bipolar had this chassis sitting up there, which is like a double frame rail. And they support me so much, like so many others, and gave me a heck of a deal on it and let me make payments. So we switched to this chassis. We run an LS, OCD Performance built it, Steve Atkins. Bronze lifters, like big block lifters and stuff, Frankenstein heads, pretty done up LS. 94 forced inductions.
What transmission you running on it?
We run a Glide with like a 169 first that Pete Nichols put together for us, and he put together the converter. We run a Marty Marriott rear end. That's about it. I don't think there's much more to it. M&M shifter, Fuel Tech. We run Fuel Tech because everything else sucks in my opinion.
Yeah, so you guys bought the car as a roller?
Yep, we bought it as a roller, took the motor out of the car we crashed and the tranny, and then the rest is this car. The rest got totaled in the wreck.
What car you used to have before?
Bruce Springsteen. It was a white New Edge, pretty similar to Corey's.
Wrecked it here at War in the Woods?
Yeah.
Wow.
Before they had all the barriers in and stuff, like went into the woods and got real lucky we didn't die. Like it was a lot crazier back here then when there was no concrete.
Yeah.
Like you just ducked off and hoped you didn't hit a tree. It was pretty wild, but yeah, we totaled that one here. And then put together the one that we're building right now. We got another one we're building with a 540 and twin 94s. More geared towards front side or stuff like this where you need a little more power. Than I want to push this LS if I want to keep it running.
Nice, man. What can you tell me about that hood, man? I see a bunch of autographs on it.
Yeah, so the first race we pulled this car out, we went down to Kentucky Cash Days at Decker Brothers, and the track was still a little polished concrete, and in the shutdown we got loose on the second pass and tucked it into a hay bale. We love hay bales, that's why we try to stay away from tracks with hay bales. But it blew the front end off. We ended up ordering a front end. We waited like 3 months, and my buddy pieced this one back together. Like it was literally, I bet it was in 100 different pieces.
Wow.
Pieced it all back together. If you look at it close, it's a little rough, but I thought it was so cool. I was like, screw it. I told the one dude that we were waiting on, don't worry about it. You know, if you get it done, sell it to someone else. We started running this one and we've been letting everyone sign it. And we think at the end of the year, we're gonna raffle it off, like probably cut the front bumper off, raffle the 2 fenders in the bumper, and find someone in need to give the money to, try to help someone out.
What was the story behind that? I mean, how did that come about?
I literally saw Callie Nate do it for someone, and Corey, our teammate at Bipolar, Corey Malone, they always do like cool benefits for kids with cancer and stuff. And I love Karma. Like, that's why we try to do so much for anyone or try to help anyone out we can, is we believe that that's how we make it. You know, it comes back to us. So.
Of course. The car's name, man. Who named the car? And
So
what's that name?
I wish to God, because we come up with good names too, like Bruce Springsteen and Lil Cousin and stuff. But Mark Mauser, who owns Chicken Head, was sitting in the garage and one day was like, you should name that LL Spool J. And we've never, like, that was it from that moment on. So the name of the car is LL Spool J. Like I said, bipolar helped, Bobby built, second tight, Stone Depot helped slot, turn and burn, affordable doors. Obviously Jeff Thomas at TRS has done so much. I don't want to forget anyone. So Stripper Glitter, Fuel Tech and Garrett Chastain has done as much as anyone for me. Like, I can never stress that enough, like how much he does. He answers phone calls in the middle of the night and early morning or wherever I'm at and fixes whatever problem I have. That's why Fuel Tech's the best. Like I said, again, the service and customer support is out of this world. Sloan Onondaga Dragway. I think that's it. We have a few like media guys that we love. G2K, NSE, Detroit TV, Ohio Grudge, No Prep Felons, Outlaw, Drag or Die. These are all people that help us and support us. Ease and Bees. Ease and Bees is one of my, Edward's so awesome.
Yeah, Edward's a cool guy.
God, just, there's so many good guys in this sport. I tell people all the time, like, get your ass to the track. Like, if you're sick of all this fighting about racism and politics, that don't happen here.
Yeah.
Like, you'll see a black dude and a white dude nut to butt on a moped laughing, throwing their arms up as they go down the track. Like,
nice, man.
It's
What
just
can you tell me
old
about
school.
Turn and Burn?
So Turn and Burn is a weed company. They sell extract and infused pre-rolls. It's a guy that I've known forever, a really good guy named Ryan Bayshore. And back when Michigan first went legal, it was a huge gray area. Well, he got busted and put in prison for like a couple years. And it was like so dirty and so wrong because he was actually legal, but they found this little loophole and like counted sticks and stems as plants and they weren't. He ended up getting acquitted or, you know, getting it expunged from his record. So like, that's another reason why I try to get everyone to support Turn and Burn. But they're just a great group of guys. They throw an event every year at Onondaga that I run where they just give out free stuff, like tons of free stuff to everyone. Everyone has a blast. It's a really good product. Yeah, we love Turn and Burn and all those guys. We have a character, Buddy Burnswell or whatever, that we do a bunch of commercials with them too, like trying to promote it with a comedian that they also sponsor, Wyatt Lutz, who like just did the Rogan Place or whatever in Austin.
Nice,
so
man.
yeah, we have a lot of fun.
So what are you expecting this War in the Woods? I know that
we do really good at War in the Woods. So last time everyone saw the Cali Nate race, we lost by an inch. We don't make excuses here, whether there are a reason or not. He got us, but you know, as you saw, the next round against the winner of the race, he was about, I think he lost by a fender. So we felt really good about the car. So we come back to Gangster's Paradise. Garrett helped me put like a really good tune in it because we were a little nervous because we were early down after they scraped. So he set up a little traction control for me for like 100, 200 feet. Flew first round, loved it. You can go to Fuel Tech and see an in-car video of it. Never had that much idea that I was turning the wheel that much. I thought it was a really straight pass. And then second round, they had an oil down. And it was a bad oil down for like 100 feet. They probably ran 26 gallons of alcohol on it to try to get it cleaned up and burn it off. So the left groove got really gooey. And that's just no prep. I mean, we came up next pair and
that was it.
The right tire stuck and the left didn't, and it went right towards the grass and we got out. I'm not saying we would have won. It was Gangster's Paradise. Like every race was within inches. If you weren't on the light, you were failed. Like you couldn't make any mistakes. So I'm not saying we were going to win, but we felt really good about the car. So we feel really good today too. We did make a gear change. We found out that the anti-roll bar was sticking and not really moving. And that's why we put the Marty in. It was also hitting the top of the rear end if the dips were too bad and would unload the tire. So we feel real good about that, but we changed gears. So we've only had about 10 passes trying to figure out like how much to launch on, you know, how much we can put down on the end because it changed it a little bit. It went from a 410 to a 389. Don't have an opinion if it's better or not yet. I'll have a better opinion after like, you know, 10 more passes or something where I can dial it in. But we feel great. We're gonna turn it up and send it on down through there like we always do.
I appreciate you taking the time, brother, and
Heck
chatting
yeah.
it up with us, man.
Hey, don't forget, like we got G2K here, we got No Prep you got the best media guys in the game. So if you for some reason can't make it here, which what a bummer, you can at least watch all the excitement on there. So make sure you tune in.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, you have a good one.